looking at the gospel and looking at the first and comparing it and relating it to the first reading and also the second reading. So we can say that, sometimes we find ourselves like Christ being crucified, or either one of the characters in the crucifixion, the Roman soldiers, the thief, Simon the Cyrene, the crowds, or the religious leaders. But regardless of who we are, what character we can identify with in the crucifixion of Christ, it says there that in the first reading that God wants to cleanse Israel of their Baals and Ashtaroth. And looking at the gospel, our crucifixion sometimes, or most of the time, is a way of God cleansing the Baals and the Ashtaroths from our lives. And that's why He allows us to go through those things that we may be cleansed. And looking at the second reading in Romans, and there are times that God allows us to be crucified. Why? In verse 25 of Romans, it says, "Now to Him who is able to establish you, according to my gospel and the preaching of Jesus Christ." Alam natin kasi yung preaching of Jesus Christ is the reflection and the holy. But finding ourselves in situations like that of Christ's crucifixion is also Christ being preached to us. The situations we face is being Christ preached to us. According to the revelation of the mystery which has been kept secret from long ages past, but now is manifested, and by the scripture and prophets according to the commandment of eternal God. So we can see there that crucifixion gives us cleansing as far as our first reading is concerned. And at the same time, it establishes us the good news of Christ. It says there that you may be established in Christ. So what should be our attitude? Reflecting again on the gospel, I'm reminded of Proverbs chapter 3. And in verse 5, when we find ourselves being crucified or not understanding the situation of the crucifixion of Christ in our daily lives, it says here, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart." A good reminder to all of us. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. Verse 7, "Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil." Trust in the Lord. Acknowledge Him in all your ways. And let us not be wise in our own understanding. I believe that's the message also of Christ's crucifixion. For us to trust in the loving kindness, in the heart of God, who loves us eternally and accepted us wholly forever in His heart. Trust Him, acknowledge Him, and let us not be wise in our own estimation. In all our ways, acknowledge Him. So when we find ourselves crucifying or being crucified, trust Him with all our hearts. Let us have also the heart of the psalmist in Psalm 61. Where in Psalm 61 it says there that the cry of the psalmist, "To hear my cry, O God, give heed to my prayer. From the end of the earth I call to you. When my heart is faint, when we cry to God, trust Him." The last portion of verse 2 it says, "Lead me to the rock that is higher than I." An encouragement for us to trust Him with all our heart.